All right, here we go, guys. First off, my name is Rachel Feldman, and I'm the proud creator of the Done For You programs, Done For You content, niche-specific signature businesses is what we're all about. I just want to check to make sure that the camera is showing this perfectly. Give me 1 second. Okay, awesome. So people get really scared about this word funnel. All right, whether you're a new coach, you're rebranding, or whether your goal is to bring people to your one-on-one or to programs or a combination of both, I want you to understand why this is essential. So I'm going to draw this for you because the more and more I realize after I do these videos, we are visual people. Drop a 1 if you are a visual person in the comments. So, excuse me if my drawing is not on point. Your free offers are your first date. That could be a webinar. So I'm going to put right here, free. This could be workshops, webinars, lives, freebies. They could also be anything, online or offline, free events, online webinars, workshops. This could be a video series. This is first date. And we're gonna say funnel without fear for the health coach. This is your first date. A funnel is just about your first date, your second, your third, to what? To get married, to have them buy, to convert. On your one-on-one, any of these can lead to your one-on-one. That could lead to a strategy session, discovery session. We also call this mini session. Everyone has a different word for it. This can also lead to group coaching. This could also lead to a master class. Is everyone understanding? If you understand, put a 2, because this is how simple it is. Then we go on our second date. Of course, you're going to have a nurture sequence. This can be anything from 1 to 5, guys. Remember, not everyone is opening emails. So that's why even if your goal is one-on-one, I encourage you to use the power of social media, YouTube, or Instagram, or Pinterest, or Facebook groups, so that they come and they enter either a nurture sequence or a free group, but you can put those people in a place where you build trust. The second date also could be a tripwire from one of these free. That could be for 7 to maybe 17. This is your second date. It is a non-committal, low-cost option. This could even be group coaching. This could be a do-it-yourself program. And again, this could be on your one-on-one page to have a do-it-yourself, or any of these could also be offline, and you're promoting offline. Your third date, and hopefully we get a full marriage commitment, is your one-on-one, 2 or 3 tier. What does that mean? Work with me. It means you're giving them multiple options. And this is where some of those extras, and this is what gets you to a high earning 5-figure or 6-figure coach, is when you have extra offerings like shopping tour, workshops, cooking, or maybe you're doing high ticket programs. So they have converted. They converted kind of here, but that was non-committal. So you're taking them through a sequence. This 3-tier is going to allow you. You might find that you need to be at group coaching, mentorship, / 3-month group. This might also mean that you're doing VIP days. These are retreats. Some of you may never get to here. You might stay here. Each one of you guys, and I talk to coaches often about this, some of you, it's just overwhelming. Simplify it. Really simplify it. The examples that I provide for you, or I give you, or case, success stories like Amber Robertson, or Nada, or Christina Weiss, or JJ. I mean, I have probably 50 case study testimonials sharing how they used the Done For You program to build this. But what I wanted you to see is that your funnel can be really easily created. For those of you who get overwhelmed, because I'm about to stop and I want to talk to you just face to face for a second. For those of you who get overwhelmed, drop a 3 or put the word overwhelmed. I encourage you, I know you want to have everything done, okay? If you have a team, that's really easy. Or if you're one of those people who just learn really fast and you can watch a series of videos and you can implement, and that comes to you on an intuitive basis, great. But for a lot of you, what happens is you get overwhelmed and you don't do anything. Or you hop into about 50 different groups asking questions, leaving you what? Tired. Focus on one freebie on the front of your site. One bundle maybe, because it's so attractive. Lead them to what? Are you leading them to a free group? Are you leading them to a strategy session? How are you nurturing them in an email conversation? Or are you doing this in a group on Facebook? How are you bringing them to down the funnel so that they eventually do either hire you one-on-one, do group coaching based on their archetype, their personality, and also the money that they do have. Of course, people can put coaching on a credit card, but many of us know not everyone has that money. And some people aren't ready to commit. So that is where one-on-one is not always the best fit, or maybe a single session, which would almost be a low-cost option. Know your hourly price so you can figure out shopping, tours, workshops, cooking. Think outside of the box and stay out of overwhelm as we plan for our fall launches, online or offline, or a combination of both. As we create the signature business that really works for you, and you think also about fall. Many of you are getting stuck on the colors of your logos or your website or your niche. I want you to think about the pain that you felt. What did you struggle with? That is your avatar. So please take time to look at this, review it. Let me see if there's any questions. We will continue to do more of these because what I'm seeing is this was lacking for me, a step-by-step plan. I can say this, I can say what is a funnel, I can explain to you, but all I want you to do is think, and I need you to practice this. So think, client A comes to my site. She or he needs to know what about me to hire me. What is my first date? What freebie do I have there? What bundle? What video series? Great. Client A is starting to trust me. She or he is following me. She or he has seen the content that I'm putting out and knowing that I'm sharing the solution of what happened for me. What I wish would have been around when I was struggling with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so your emails leading up after that is, I know I struggled with this too. It was so painful. It was so overwhelming. It was so hard. Which is why I want you to schedule a discovery session or strategy session so I can share with you what worked for me and what works for many of my clients. They get a strategy session. They might not be a good fit. You take them through a 2 or 3 tier work with me, because what you're taking them through is option 1, we do a single session or a month. This is what's included. I always put a program there. And I would also have different funnels based on those archetype of that person and their need. That wasn't everywhere on my site. I had my 3-tier work with me based, this is what you get. You get this, you get these handouts, you get the recipe guide, we focus on this. And if you want to journey with me for 2 months, this would be ideal for the person who has. If you want to be with me for 4 or 6 months, this is what is ideal for the person who has. If they are not an ideal candidate or they want to be, then you make a note, hey, when can I follow up with you? It's been really great talking to you. Do you want to schedule another session so you can think about it? Or let me tell you about my mentorship or my membership, which would be here, low cost. Membership. Or maybe they're looking for a group coaching. Hey, let me tell you, yeah, I do a group coaching every 2 months locally, 20 men or women. We come together and we do that for 8 weeks so that we really make transformational changes, which include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't make claims that are not part of it. But I know in 8 weeks the transformation I can have with when I'm working with somebody. I know in 3 months, 4 months. The idea is when they hire you at that last tier, it's because you've told them the story of what happened to you. You've listened to them, you've shared. That is a funnel. It's taking them through a journey, a story, an experience of what you're sharing, coming from such a soulful place. And that's why I call it soul marketing. And that's why many coaches, how many of you see coaches, they have programs and they have great marketing. They get people, but they might not have a sustainable practice. They don't listen to what that person really needs. They're just like, oh, you need to do this. Maybe that person's scared. You have to listen. You have to listen to what that person really needs. Not everyone needs the same thing. We're not a computer or a microchip. We're human. And we have human experiences that are heightened by a very busy world. And so the faster that you become comfortable with this and create your own divine funnel based on really what inspires you, what evokes you, what makes you want to hire somebody, that's how then you back into what are the messages? What is the copy that needs to be on your site? How are you going to serve the people that you love potentially and they're not your clients yet? So I hope this really helped, because this helps me, and I will just share with you, and I showed this before. When you sign up for a webinar, and trust me guys, I have completely changed my business. Not how I teach, but I've refined it so that the very things that I have built my business on, I'm teaching in this format. I also showed in this, which when you sign up for the webinar, when you sign up for the webinar, you will see this, the blueprint. Plus, we gave you workbooks and downloads, so you do the homework. And you have to do the homework, guys. No miracle is going to drop out of the sky. It's you. Even if you hired the biggest team, it still has to come from you on what you want to offer, because you know the pain you went through. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, put a little heart in the comment section. So I'm going to get back to my day. I'm going to go eat some lunch. I hope this was helpful on defunking how complicated the funnel is. I do this for new coaches, coaches who are building, coaches who are rebranding, and coaches who are up-leveling into the thriving automation phase. So I look forward to being with you again. Again, my name is Rachel Feldman. You can check out our events at rachelalfeldman.com. You can check out our free gifts, and you can also sign up for the webinar. There will be 2 that we're doing. Super pumped, excited. You will see much more of this. So if that is something that you need and desire and you're not seeing it, Please sign up, and I will see you guys later.